Hey everybody, I'm Drew. Welcome back to Drinks and Spades. So today we're continuing going through the cocktail recipe deck from Bicycle. And today's card is the Three of Hearts Planter's Punch. So I've actually never had this one before. So it should be interesting. It says 1.5 to 2 ounces of rum. I think it might be my last video. So we're going to go with 2 ounces of rum. So we're going to start off with that. And then 1 ounce of lemon juice. So that is pretty easy to do. Get all that acidity in there. And then 2 ounces of orange juice, which is a healthy amount. And then it says a splash of grenadine. Just for, we'll say, the sanctity of it, I'm actually going to use the bar spoon that wasn't in a previous video. And that's exactly what I feel. A little heavy on the grenadine probably for the recipe, but that's okay. So that's the splash. And then it says 1 teaspoon of sugar. Using fine sugar, it does dissolve better. This is just granulated sugar. I put in a blender for like 30 seconds. That way it dissolves faster. I use it for like old fashions as well, just because some people, unless you like the texture of like grittiness, the sugar doesn't fully dissolve. Usually you're pouring cold liquid or just room temperature liquid, so the sugar doesn't fully dissolve. So I'm using 1 teaspoon, which is, say it with me, 5 milliliters, which is 1/6 of an ounce. So I'm not sure which of those measurements might help you. Might help you with depending on what tool you have, but 1 teaspoon, 1/6 of an ounce, or 5 milliliters. So, and then it says shake well with fine ice. The reason for this is going to be a dirty pour. Straight, pour it straight right in. I don't have fine ice. I would love to be at a bar and have like 15 different ways to have ice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the crap out of it in my hand. And that way it should give me a fine ice. When you're cracking cubes, there's one side that looks almost clear and one side that's white. The clear side is always going to be a little easier to break. The other side is going to have like all the impurities, air bubbles, and anything else that's in there. And it'll hold on a little better. So you want to kind of avoid that. It does break up a little harder. We're using a 10-ounce glass. I think 1 cube should do it. I can always add ice later. Shake well. Like I said, it's going to be a little lighter. So I have a... there we go. The colder it gets, the stickier it gets. Orange juice does seem to froth up too, so you're going to see that. It says pour right into the 10-ounce glass. Use too much ice. I had to hold the cube back there. It says garnish with your fruit of choice. This I'm gonna go with a bourbon Bada Bing cherry. I like the the sound of it's great, but I think cherry goes well with orange. What is that? A grenadine spoon. So I'm gonna take 2. 1, 2. The stems are still on these. Well, one of them. Alright, so there we go. The Planter's Punch. Let's give it a taste. So because I use Appleton Estate rum. It's gonna have a little funk to it. It's gonna have that molassesy, dark brown sugar kind of flavor. I think if you made it with like a regular Bacardi, it seems like it'd be really close to pretty much a screwdriver, a Bellini. But adding the funk, I think, gives it a little more depth. So I make it however you want. If you're not somebody who loves that flavor, maybe do another taste. Yeah, that funk. It's a funk. It's that rum. So if you want to make this a nice, easy poolside drink that goes down real smooth, I would say use like a light rum. If you want to make it more of a cocktail drink, Orange juice is hard for cocktails to be made from, just because it gives off a weird vibe for a lot of them. It's more of like a poolside, a brunch, but they like in a cocktail bar, and heavy wall banger, stuff like that. Those are all usually made when orange juice came out of a bar gun, and that's why they're not the best drinks. But there are some good ones out there. But sorry, I'm skating off. So I would say try this one. If you like make it more cocktailish, use a Jamaican rum, an aged rum, Cuban rum, stuff like that. If you want this to be a poolside drink, it does give a little bit of lighterness than variety, a little more flavor, a little more acidity than a screwdriver. But it is delicious. So yeah, try it. Let me know. Maybe try variations. But I mean, if you're looking for drinks, though, as you know, we have them here in spades.